This video is sponsored by Amazon. 10 facts about the Amazon App Store. Fact number 3, you can use Amazon coins to buy apps and in-game items in the Amazon App Store. Simply by purchasing Amazon coins, you can save up to 10% on apps, games, and in-app items. And the more you buy, the larger the discount. Amazon even has promotions running from time to time where you can get savings greater than 10%, so that is also a great option. So for example, you can buy 10,000 Amazon coins, which is $100 worth of coins for only $90, which is a $10 savings. 100 coins are worth $1. You can visit the link in the description to learn all about Amazon coins and to buy some Amazon coins of your own. The LG G5 has been on the market for about 2 months, give or take, so how does it compare to the other flagships on the market, such as the HTC 10 and or Galaxy S7? The build is certainly a step up from last year's LG G4. It features a modular metal build construction, but it's still not quite up to par with the S7 or the HTC 10 in this regard. Mostly because LG decided to coat the metal backplate with a plastic paint that actually diminishes the premium feel by a noticeable degree. Now, the metal frame is nice, and paired with the metal backplate, it helps to add some integrity to the phone. There's very little flex. The phone is extremely slippery, so you're probably going to want to slap on a slick wraps or dbrand skin. I don't like how LG removed the rear-facing volume buttons, but I do like the inclusion of a microSD card slot and a modular slot that can be removed to swap batteries and add various camera and audio-related accessories. That's something you don't see from the competition, and that's a huge win. I think the 5.3-inch display size of the G5 offers the best experience for most users, as it's not too big, nor is it too small. The QHD resolution is nothing to complain about. The panel gets extremely bright, brighter than much of the competition, but color accuracy isn't quite as good as the HTC 10. However, it's certainly better than AMOLED panels. It too features an always-on display feature that displays various news and notifications. It won't drain the battery life by much thanks to the separated backlight, and you don't have to worry about burn-ins since it's an IPS panel. The home launcher on the G5 has received some negative feedback because it features no app drawer, so all of your apps are displayed on the home screens. There is a quote-unquote smart bulletin that can give you health, calendar, and music-related info, which you can turn off. It's super basic. I don't have any issues with it as I've been using the Google Now launcher mostly. Plus, every other aspect of the phone resembles stock Android. The skin LG is running is very flat and simple, nothing too obtrusive, and after using the G5 on and off for the past couple of months, I can confidently say it feels like the fastest smartphone I own. I haven't crunched the numbers in detail, but it performs extremely well. Geekbench 3 gives it a single core score of about 2300 and a multi-core score of about 5300. The G5 performs unlike any other LG flagship, though that's not to say previous LG flagships were slow, but the G5 feels much less clunky and bogged down. It's apparent that LG spent some time on the software, and in my opinion, I think it's still for the better, even if the launcher isn't that great. The G5 does feature a 16 megapixel camera sensor with optical image stabilization, a laser autofocus, and f1.8 aperture. What's neat is that it also features a wide-angle 8 megapixel sensor, but with an f2.4 aperture. If you want to capture detailed images or images where lighting is an issue, then you'll definitely want to use the main 16 megapixel shooter. But to capture wide-angle shots of nature or buildings, you'll want to use the 8 megapixel wide sensor that can give you the depth and the magnitude that just you can't find from the standard shooter. It's certainly an interesting idea to include 2 sensors on the rear, but it's unique and it certainly doesn't hurt the experience. If you compare the 16 megapixel sensor with other sensors from Samsung, HTC, it competes very well, and it's definitely one of the top sensors out there on the market. The speakers are bottom facing. They produce a sound quality somewhere between the Galaxy S7 and HTC 10. The bass is surprisingly punchy for a bottom facing smartphone speaker, and audio doesn't sound too distorted at loud volumes when compared to the S7, which has an abysmal speaker. I would still prefer front-facing speakers, naturally. The G5 features a removable 2800 mAh battery, one of the only flagships of the last couple of years to feature a removable battery, but with its 2800 milliamps, the battery life isn't great, nor is it as good as its predecessor. You can get a little more than 5 hours of screen on time if you do nothing but browse the internet on Wi-Fi, but the LTE data and high accuracy location settings and various other apps you may have installed on here, most people are going to get right around 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. I will say standby time is very good, only dropping a percentage point or 2 overnight. 2 months later, and the LG G5 is still one of the most unique smartphones on the market. If you value the modular slot found in the G5 that allows you to replace the battery and add various accessories, or if you value an IR blaster or wide-angle camera sensor, I think the LG G5 is a no-brainer and will make for a great daily driver. But if you're looking for the most well-rounded smartphone, you're probably going to want to look elsewhere. I do want to thank AT&T for sending this unit out to me for review. AT&T is offering a promo that ends very soon. If you buy a new LG G5 on AT&T Next, you can receive an LG G Watch Urbane for $100 or G Pad X 10.1 for $50. Links below if you are interested. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this review of the LG G5 2 months after its release. If you did, I appreciate a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next PhoneDog video. As always, I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. I will see you in the next one. See ya.